to keep everybody awake in the congregation, so that's what his...
Well, and you raised a really good point earlier, too, is that they don't want to worry people on the home front. And so humor was a way of saying, like, look, everything's okay, don't be anxious, I'm fine. But that's two great passages.
So anyway, they, like I said, I have other boxes at home that I have yet to go through, and so there's no telling. There's no telling what lurks in those boxes. But I would encourage anybody who, take the time to go through all those boxes and
ask your relatives. Ask your grandparents, uncles, aunts. Like, do we have letters in the family? I'm meeting with a Boy Scout group later on today, and one of the things we really want to do is encourage them is talk to your family, and it's a great way for generations to connect. And they, and people say, like, oh, kids don't care about letters today. They may not write them, but when when I show them the letter that was written from the ship in Pearl Harbor, they literally gasp. They really get it, that this is history, and it's not just about memorizing dates and events. It's the people who were there and what they went through and the stories. So.
Well, and so often they'll say, well, my grandmother had something to do with Pearl Harbor, but I'm not really sure what, and they don't have any way of knowing that. And sometimes reading these letters, brings out those facts, as to what happened.
Absolutely.
Something else about my parents' house, they were avid readers, and when they died, there were 8,000 books in our house, and the wood floor was sagging from the weight of them. But you couldn't just box them all up and give them away, because there were little notes inside all of these books that either she or he or their parents had written. And so we were having to spine all the books to find everything before we got rid of the books. So.
And even his mention in the family Bible, how that's a tradition where you would put the date of the birth of a child.
Yes.
And all those little handwritten things that are in there, and sometimes lost to history as well.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions about the project? I mean, as you know, this is an ongoing effort. I'm going across the country encouraging veterans, their families, to donate originals or facsimiles if that's what they're more comfortable doing. But do you have any questions about the project overall?
Well, I've been studying a lot of what you've been doing, kind of following your little
travels,
little bird trail you've been leaving behind. But I am glad I saw that Chapman University has taken this under their wing, so to speak, and they have professional archivists and so forth that can really preserve them the way they need to be preserved. And I think that's just really a great thing to do. My husband and I are in the title insurance business, land title insurance, and so we like to study old documents, and that's a lot of what we're interested in. And this is why that's why what we've tried to do is we digitize records, and to preserve them, for future generations. And so that's why I was so excited to hear about the project that you were working on, and I'm just thrilled that I'm able to contribute to it in some way.
We are so grateful to you for giving up something so incredibly powerful and historic, and it means a lot to us as well, and I promise you that we will safeguard these for posterity.
All right, that's great. I appreciate it.